Colleague Michelle Tuzzi is on her way to cover the Pope's visit in Washington and New York. She spoke with LA Cardinal Roger Mahony about what we can expect.
I think there's a great interest in the Pope. I mean, he is a universal figure, is a leader and pastor of the Catholic Church, and many in the world want to know what he has to say, particularly since this Pope, like the last one, is such an advocate for a peaceful world.
Cardinal Roger Mahony knows Pope Benedict perhaps better than any other pope. He met with him often when then Cardinal Joseph Ratzinger was the Church's chief authority of doctrine. Now as Pope Benedict XVI, he's ready to embark on his first papal visit to the U.S.
I shall also bring the message of Christian hope to the great assembly of the United Nations, to the representatives of all the peoples of the world. Indeed, the world has greater need of hope than ever.
Benedict will celebrate his 81st birthday while in Washington and the third anniversary of his pontificate. There hasn't been a papal visit to the U.S. since 1999, Pope John Paul II's last visit. People in Southern California may recall the one and only papal visit to Los Angeles. It was September of 1987. Pope John Paul II drew huge crowds and held 2 outdoor masses. Pope Benedict is expected to draw huge crowds as well on his trip to the East Coast. His itinerary includes a visit to the White House to meet with President Bush, an address to the United Nations, a blessing for victims' families at New York's Ground Zero, and 2 outdoor masses.
In fact, both National Stadium in Washington and Yankee Stadium, those tickets were long gone weeks ago. They simply can't meet the demand.
Michelle Tuzzi, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
There are a number of Angelenos traveling across the country to see the Pope at his open-air masses in Washington, D.C. and New York. And Michelle will be talking to some of them along the way, bringing you their stories. Keep it on ABC 7 for continuing coverage and Michelle Tuzzi's live reports on the Pope's trip to America.
Your income tax